join the adventure with Scott Batch. Today, this episode is going to be about my own personal 20-week Better Brain Health challenge that I'm challenging myself on. And better brain health means better mental health, means better physical health all around. Something that we don't think about is the health of our brain, but the brain controls everything down here too. So better brain health, better physical health, just better overall health. And I didn't find out about this until I heard from a lecture from Dr. Daniel Amen. Put his link down below in the comments, in the about section or description section. And it's pretty amazing what he's talking about. I'll put a link to one of his videos in there, and I can tell you from what I've done, and only in 8 weeks, it's completely changed my energy levels, and I know it's going to be so much better for my overall health. So one of the things that I didn't talk about, now I'm not a doctor, I never went to the doctors to figure this out, but I think I had a fatty liver. And one of the signs of having a fatty liver is when you have pain in your lower right ribs, and I had that all the time. So if I was driving kind of like hunched over a little bit, it felt like my guts or my liver was getting pushed up into my rib cage. So it wasn't just on the right, it was on the center too. And so I started driving a lot after I did the my US bike tour. I started driving a lot for work, and I'd feel like my guts like pushing up into my ribs, and I thought, man, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to drive that much. That's how bad it was. And every day I would just feel it right there. This pressure in the center, and also sometimes it would be in the left too. And so I heard something about fatty liver. I don't know what it was. So I heard something about it. I looked it up, and I was like, wow, my symptoms kind of seem a little bit like fatty liver. And it's also digestive problems too, because your liver's not pushing out the digestive fluids that it's supposed to be. So I had digestive problems in addition to that. Well, one of the great things about kicking out sugar out of your diet and eating a lot of good probiotics and eating those berries and all that stuff, and a lot of like green leafy vegetables, it all is like really good for detoxifying the liver. That's what I found out. And so I thought, well, I'm going to be eating this stuff anyway, so I'm eating tons of it. And a couple of days ago I was like, wow, you know what? For the first time, I didn't realize I didn't have that pain in my right rib anymore. I was like, wow, it's not in the center anymore. There, I could feel it, but it's not like a pain like it was. And so, on a daily basis, the pressure would almost start to feel like it's going down a little bit every day, and to the point that now I don't even feel it. So now I don't feel those problems. I don't know if I had a fatty liver, but I don't have the pain, and I don't have the like acid reflux that I had before, and the indigestion, things like that. And those things can be horrible for your esophagus. And a lot of that was happening from probably eating processed foods and eating at night. So with this new diet, I'm eating less processed food, less garbage, less, and one of the big things is less fatty, like bad fat foods, like in processed foods, chips, crackers, and French fries. Oh my gosh, I love French fries. I really like the sweet potato fries. Those are so good. So now that I kicked all this bad food out of my diet, what happens is that if I eat something that my system doesn't agree with or doesn't like, now it tells me like immediately. So before I used to be like eating just like all this bad food, and what happened is that you kind of get used to just feeling like garbage, but you just think it's a sign of like I'm getting old. But now I think to myself, it's not a sign of getting old. It's a sign of eating just junk and stuff that my body really doesn't like. That's causing, like they say, stuff like inflammation, and it's causing all this other problems. And if you eat the wrong food, then it's killing the enzymes in your gut. Like if you're drinking alcohol, or one of the other things that can really do it is some people take a lot of antibiotics. Antibiotics kill those good enzymes as well. So it's like, which one do we want? To feel better from our cough, or do we want the enzymes? So right now I'm trying to go with the natural way. I'm trying to go with the enzymes and less medications, because all these medications can really mess up your gut health. So I'm trying to go the better gut health route right now, and I'm just doing a guinea pig thing on myself to see how I feel after it all. But luckily, like I said, so up to this point, this is at by week 7 or 6, where I'm feeling even energy levels. That was 1. I'm not having the headaches anymore from the keto flu. That was 2. One thing I'm not feeling for a long time is I'm not feeling as many cravings for sugary food. My next episode will be like, what do I do for my cravings? Because I figured that one out too. So I don't have as many sweet cravings as I used to. And if I do, one thing I could do is drink some MCT oil in coffee. And then supposedly my fatty liver, my guts, or whatever it was, are not pushing up against my rib cage. Maybe it's just a bunch of fat, who knows, but it feels better. All right, so I'll take that. It feels better. I'm taking any of these wins, I'm going to take them, and I can't wait to see what happens in weeks 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, all the way up to 20. And I can't wait to see what happens by week 20, because I already feel so much better than I did only 7 weeks ago. It's so insane how good I feel. When I go to the track with my nephew, literally I just eat like some bacon and scrambled eggs cooked in bacon fat. Oh man, I feel so good. Drink some coffee with MCT oil in it and half, and then I drink a bunch of water with sugar-free electrolytes. Omni, I'll put a link to Omni sugar-free electrolytes, so that's good. So I drink a ton of water while we're at the track because it's so hot. So I just have that little amount of food, and like my energy levels like all day. Once I wake up, I'm good. So I love to sleep. My body just loves to sleep. Once I get awake, and I'm trying to turn into an early bird, but once I do wake up and I get the sun in my eyes, that's it. It's like flat energy all day. It's so good. It's so nice. No more drops. No more increases. No more decrease. Although the one thing that'll pump me up is if I go to the gym at night. Forget it. I'll be like so revved up that I have a hard time going to sleep. So now I try to do my gym workout at 1 to 2 p.m. All right, so we got that going on. So fatty liver, all that stuff. So it's been great, and I'll do my next episode. I'll do that one on my cravings. What do I do for my cravings, especially at night? Those are the ones that used to really get me. I'm still hungry at night. I still want something, but I found something for me that's gonna give me it's gonna give me good stuff versus give me the bad stuff. And it's not gonna cause me a bunch of indigestion. So that one on my next episode. All right, see you later.